La 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 lattes were a la 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 lattes were a Grand Rising, everybody. Hit that like button when you come in. Definitely drop those unicorns. All right. Definitely, definitely, indefinitely, like it goes. And hit the like button when you come in. Hit that share to let them know that Tay Tay is here. Definitely support your girl, the host with the most. We definitely gonna have a great morning show because Tay need to find out some things. And when Tay Tay need to find out some things, she definitely come into the community and we got to have a conversation, baby, because I could have sworn Briana was no longer a Hampton. I could have swore Briana was no longer a Hampton. I don't know if y'all remember that she was no longer a Hampton, but Tay definitely remember that Briana is no longer a Hampton. Good morning, Riaz. Good morning, Toya. Good morning, Carmen. Look at my family popping in for the win. Look, it just says 0. Now that should say 55. Like, how it be moving that fast? 39. There we go. Be rich. Good morning, Nina. Boy, Tisha. I hope I said it right, Lord, and have mercy. Hey, Audria. Hey, K Brown. Hey, Eminem. Listen, Tay been sticking to her word, baby. I've been doing this morning show thing, okay? Drop the unicorns for me. Give your girl Tay Tay her props, because I definitely been keeping it hot. Hey, Christine. Hey, Betty. Hey, Sandra. This thing be moving fast, but I'm trying to make sure I get everybody. Good morning, Nicole. Hey, AC. Yeah, we're going to have a conversation about midget brie. Yes, we definitely going to have some morning tea and talk about midget brie because Tay need to find out some things. I have questions. Hey, Sierra. That's what I like to see, them unicorns and rainbows, baby. And y'all already know how this go. If didn't nobody tell you they love you today, Tay definitely do. And if we woke up this morning, everything else, let it be an extra to you. Before we get into the show, though, Tay definitely got to do her mental check-in because I got to know how my peoples is doing. You already know how this 1, 2, 3 thing go, right? So let me know if you are 1, 2, or 3 for show. And by the end of the show, if you are a 2 or 3, hopefully Tay Tay could bring you to a 1, baby. 1 means good, okay? I am okay. 2 means it could go either goddamn way. And 3 means I ain't for shit today, period. So 1 is good, 2 is either way, and 3 means that I ain't for shit today. And if you a 3, we definitely gonna drop some prayers for you, baby. So you could get to that 2 or that 1 by the show or by the time the show is done. I like to see it. There we go, Toya, 1. Hey, Bernice. Nina, 1. K Brown, 1. Joy is real. A 3. Oh shit, you done got me fucked up, Joy. A 3. Oh, I'm gonna have to drag your ass from a 2 to a 1 real quick. Where your ashtray? Grab your ashtray. It'll make things a little better. Did the kids get on the bus? That'll be the start. I hope you feel better by the end of this live, though. You got Tay Tay heart. Oh, Tay Tay got her first tip in her tip jar. I appreciate you, Toya. Thank you so much, girl. Yeah, but Latte World got some questions. And I come to my people because I know y'all be having questions too. So we be needing answers, okay? And on the factors of having questions, we come with the receipts, baby, because it's always facts over fiction. Ain't no making up no stories, ain't no make believe, all right? The facts will always be the facts, baby. But to me, I'm seeing, and I know everybody else sees, that when Briana was a Hampton, it was an asset. Being a Hampton was definitely an asset because being a battle is nothing more than a liability. And notice that it starts with lie and ends with ability. Let's go with that part. Let's start there. Okay. Let's start there. I want B Thursday, Big 38. Sierra, happy early birthday, Sierra. In case I don't see you Thursday, hear from you Thursday or Thursday. But I want to be the first person to tell you happy birthday. Okay? Okay. Hey, WB, that's me. Hey, love me. Definitely, indefinitely. Let me make sure this thing is set up, y'all, because you know, Tay definitely got the receipts on what it is that she speak, because I could have swore Robert told this woman that when she left that marriage that the name left with her. Okay, she was no longer attached to him or it. So it's just confusing when we going over all of these receipts. It got Bree as a Hampton baby. So you basically using this man to get all of the things that you feel would be of, how can I say, his name gave you the power. Because being a battle, the only thing it ever gave you was charges. That's the only thing a battle ever been, is charges. When you see the definition of charges, you see battle, and then you see a picture of Walter, then you see a picture of Brenda, then you see a picture of the brother, then you see a picture of Briana and the eye, and a couple of other people that's on Family Ties. But for me, I could have sworn that we all heard the same thing. So when we looking through these receipts, okay, you're not gonna find much assist on the debt. Well, you're gonna find both on both names. That's a goddamn shame. But at least on the name Hampton, she does more business. She used Hampton to get her indoors that she knows that battle won't, to say the least, right? Hey, DS Allen, you are one. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Miss Beauty, Judy, kiss them grandkids for me. Thank you. So we definitely going to get into something, because Tay, I need to know before I even go any further, baby. So I want to make sure that we all heard the same goddamn thing. Cause you know, sometimes I be hearing with my ears and seeing with my eyes. And I want to make sure that this was one of those times that I wasn't seeing with my ears, you know, and hearing with my eyes. So we're gonna make sure that we go over this together. All right, together, because we family. That's what we is. Okay, so now let me make sure that this is where it's supposed to be. Okay. It's a commercial, not my commercial. So we're gonna have to see. Hold on. Yes, because we trying to figure out why battling Bree is doing business under Hampton for anything. Why? Why? Tell me why. Okay, so now we gonna see. I'm gonna mute y'all. All right, I hope y'all was hitting the like button. I got it ready, y'all. Y'all let me know when I hit it, if it's clear. Okay, let's go.
Operating under my name no more. I'm sure you're going back to your last name, right? No. Why you want to keep that name? Because I do. I don't feel like going through all that changing shit. No, I don't have to. Tina Turner didn't have to. So it don't. I mean, you don't make money off your last name, no way. Right. So why you worry about that? We ain't even got to talk about that. That's not even important. I mean, that's for the next guy. I don't know. I don't think they would want you to have that name. But okay, well, when that next guy come along, he's going to pay for it to get fixed. Because I ain't doing nothing right now. That don't cost nothing. Okay,
drop a one if y'all can hear it.
Okay, well, I'll pay for that. No, I'm not doing it right now. No, I'll pay for that. What are you talking about? I'm not doing it. I just said you don't have to pay for it. And I said I'm not. Why you want to keep that? Because I don't feel like going through all that right now. Oh yeah, no contacting people that we work with, none of that.
They gonna have to bring it back because it must have been some confusion, because I could have sworn this man said he would even go to the factors of paying for the fact of her not using his name anymore, and also told her that her situation and anything that would have to do with that would have to be for the next guy to worry about. Once she is no longer a Hampton, and it is no longer on him what has to do with her, right? We're going to bring it back again because I need to make sure the people in the back heard it. Because why is any of these court documents, why is any of these apartments rented in the name Hampton if it was already after the time of they decline, if that's what you want to call it? They was no longer married. All right. This contract that sis just ran out on, she put herself down as a Hampton, which she is not. So I'm confused. Let's try this again.
You don't make money off your last name, no way.
You don't make money off your last name, no way. Let's go back.
I'm sure you're going back to your last name, right? No. Why you want to keep that name? Because I do. I don't feel like going through all that changing shit. No, I don't have to. Tina Turner didn't have to either. So you don't make money off your last name, no way. Right. So why you worry about that? We ain't got to talk about that. That's not even important. I mean, that's for the next guy. I don't know. I don't think they would want you to have that name. But okay, well, when that next guy come along, he gonna pay for it to get fixed. Because I ain't doing nothing right now. That don't cost nothing. Okay, Robert, well, I'm not doing it. Okay, well, I'll pay for that then. No, I'm not doing it right now. No, I'll pay for that. What are you talking about? I'm not doing it. I just said you don't have to pay for it. And I said I'm not. Why you want to keep that? Because I don't feel like going through all that right now. Oh, yeah.
Now, I'm pretty sure we all heard the same thing, right? I was not hearing with my eyes and seeing with my ears in this case. I'm pretty sure that this just said exactly what Tay thought it said. Hey, Auntie Lasonda, outside of the fact, he let it be known from there. The problem is you don't make no money under your last name. And that's why you want to keep mine. All of the business deals that this girl has entertained has came under the factors of Robert's last name. But if she is no longer a Hampton, how could she even be signing that name on anything? That would be fraudulent, friend. That would be showing up as a fake. There is no longer a Miss LaTruth. There is no longer a Briana Hampton. That is now a thing of the past. You are now Mrs. Moose, okay? You are now known as Mrs. Moose. So when you signing up for these apartments and putting names on documents, why don't you sign as Moose 3000 times 2? You are no longer a Hampton, boo-boo. So when I'm going through court documents on you, it's crazy that anything that has to do with business, even down to the factors of owing all of these establishments, you are under the name of Hampton, not Battle or Moose. And both of those two belong to you. So if you are with the Moose, just like Robert said, it would be up to the next guy to take on the factors of giving you his name. And the only name that he's given you is Moose. He has not made you a young boo-boo. The only thing that y'all have done is created two Geritol twins. And it's crazy. It's crazy because you You're crazy. Ain't no way a person is going to be in a relationship with me and only make it seem like their babies is the only thing that's important, baby. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Good morning, everybody coming in. I might need to hear that again, y'all, because I could have made sure. I just need to make sure. Let's go. Yeah, I just need to make sure.
Why you want to keep that name? Because I do. I don't feel like going through all that changing shit.
Let me bring it back.
You're not gonna be operating under my name no more. I'm sure you're going back to your last name, right? No. Because I do. I don't feel like going through all that changing shit. No, I don't have to. It didn't have to either. So it don't. I mean, you don't make money off your last name, no way. Right. So why you worried about that? We ain't even got to talk about that.
Ate her up and she said, right. Ain't like you make money off your last name, no way. Right. So why we even talk about that? Bring that up.
Why you want to keep that name? Because I do. I don't feel like going through all that shit. No, I don't have to. It didn't have to either. So it don't. I mean, you don't make money off your last name, no way. Right. So why you worried about that? We ain't even got to talk about that. That's not even important. I mean, that's for the next guy. I don't know. I don't think they would want you to have that name. But okay, well, when that next guy come along.
Well, the next guy came along, right? And how do he feel that you still using your ex-husband last name for real, for real? If his name was hitting on shit, why you have yet to use it? I think I got the same. That's my question. Why on any type of documents are you listed as a Hampton? How do you owe people money under the Hampton name when that's what gave you money in the first place? I mean, we're gonna have to figure this out. We're gonna have to figure this out. Good morning, GCD. Blessings, baby. That's right. Let them know. Punch that like button, baby. Hey, Miss Sexy Queen. Blessings, blessings, baby. Hey, Marjorie. Now, I'm pretty sure. Hey, Tonisha. Hey, everybody coming in. Hey, Elizabeth. Now, I'm confused, right? Because wouldn't that be the factors of you knowing that that last name holds power, right? And the only thing that your last name holds is criminal records. That's it. So anything that have to go or do with business, you try to go into it as a Hampton. But if you're no longer a Hampton, and which is crazy because as soon as you was no longer a Hampton, people actually got to see the battle with Bree. They may have been going through it for 6 years, but on social media, it was a different vision that was given. All right. So now once a person was released and on their own, you got to see exactly who they were. And that's Bree. Okay. Even down to the little things. Ain't no way. All right, Robert would have had. First of all, ain't no way his first son would be what you. It ain't even been 12 months yet. If she don't go get a brush and brush them twins, goddamn here. Okay, we gonna have to make something loud and fucking clear. You ain't gonna be big nowhere when you're at home ain't taken care of. I don't give a damn. Just like a person could wear or buy a new outfit and put it on without washing their ass, that does not change the factors of what is underneath. If you don't fix the surface, ain't nothing else gonna be worth it. And a person coming out here making it seem as if they got their shit together, and that's the least of any and everything. They ain't got shit together. All right. A person been fighting for their home, their kids, their finances, their relationship. Like at the end of the day, I'm just being honest, baby. And they bring the shit on themselves. Definitely bring them lights up. Fraudulent, fraud, however you want to put it. Exactly. She should not be using that man's last name no longer for nothing. Exactly. So that was the thing that was confusing to me. Okay, because and then when you hear a person asking out of their own mouth, it's not something that was an assumption. It's not something that a person can say, "Oh, well, I thought it wouldn't have been a problem," being that whatever reason, because there is no reason. But for the man to physically say out his own mouth, no, listen, and he ate her up, ate her all the way up. He said, because you don't make no money under your last name. She said, yeah, but we ain't even going to talk about that. Yes, we is. That's exactly what we going to talk about, sis. That is the whole point of this conversation. If you're not attached to me, why do you feel that you should still eat off of me? And if somebody was the most miserable piece of shit that you had to deal with for 6 years, why would that be a name that you still want to even fucking claim? Help me understand. Help me understand. That's because Hampton could get you in rooms that Moose can't. Okay? Hampton could get you in rooms that Battle can't. Okay? Hampton could get you in rooms that Young can't. I don't give a fuck what short film, real short film, midget ass film that your moose ass baby daddy done played in. Okay? At the end of the day, his name is still not hitting more than Hampton. So with that being said, when you signing these contracts, sis, why are you not putting Moose on it? Why is it not signed Moose 3,000 times 2? Because that's definitely you. Or you can even put Dumb and Dumber if that makes you comfortable, but not nowhere on no contract, no database. After that marriage, should it say Briana Hampton anywhere or any goddamn place? Because that person is invisible. They no longer exist, sis. They no longer exist, sis. And the thing is, you can't compare where there's no comparison. Let's just be honest. When it comes to your relationship, people, how can I say? They compare on the factors of how you was then and the shit that you are now. It does not equal out. It was no level up. It was damn sure a fumble up. Okay? Let's just be honest, baby. I don't give a fuck if people say Robert is arrogant. Okay? He's arrogant. All right. Everybody got a personality or something about them that people don't like. But what it is I'm confident in the factors of knowing I'm still able or going to move forward. And if I ain't got shit else to be happy about, that is enough for me, especially when I lose a disease called Bree, because that bitch is a disease. She is a disease. She's worse than a little house in Virginia. She sure the fuck is. Once you get a Bree, you'll never go back. I guarantee you that. And you need the court system to make sure of it. That's how sad it is. I said the court gonna start making that bitch pay rent because that is her actual primary address. That is her address. Ain't no way you get with a bitch and all of a sudden, now she thinks she gonna take your name for her claim to fame because her name is not only Battle, but all she do is be Battle Land. Her daddy is a tree fucker, her mama is a furniture stiller, and she is a life sucker. She will suck the life out of a fucker if you let her. And this is the proof. Why do any of these court records say Hampton, boo boo? Because Robert said you is no longer, that's for the next guy. And the next guy is Moose. You mean to tell me he gave you Geritol twins but couldn't give you his last name, honey? If hustling backwards was not a thing. So you gonna tell Robert you no longer want to be a baby mama. I'm outside, y'all, on the balcony. So if y'all hear any noise in the background, I live in New York. Work with me. But my thing is, Robert let it be known that he wants no more type of attachment. And if this man wanted to know what was going on with the divorce, we all seen that happen. So why would Bree need to be using the factors of Hampton for anything? Why that man ain't married you? So you mean to tell me you gonna bring Geritol twins, a half a dozen kids, sis? You gonna tell Robert you no longer wanted to be a baby mama? Rush this man to marry you within 3 months, but you let a moose hump you for free. Free. You let the moose hump for free and flew yourself out to be humped, baby. You bamboozled and hoodwinked Robert. Okay, the only thing that you wanted about Robert was his fucking status. And once you felt like you had it, you felt like you did not need that man anymore. But if that was the case, then why are you not using Moose to get you a place? This landlord, you've been there for 18 months. You was there for 18 months. We pretty sure you've been out of this divorce for 18 months. Yeah, Robert been let you know he didn't want you no more 3 years ago. So now we are here. So my dear, why when they call you to the front of the class in that courtroom, friend, they are acknowledging you as Miss Hampton. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, because see, when you was with Robert, y'all wasn't owing shit. You wasn't running from shit, and you actually had, how can I say, a good name within standings at that point in time. But now, since and after the divorce, all we seen is the battle, of course. So I'm trying to figure out, other than a half a dozen kids, what is it that you say that you got? Because a Hampton you is not. It ain't that. Hey, Renithia. Hey, everybody coming in. Hey, Sexy Red. Hit that like button for your girl Tay and definitely support your host. Don't be having my throat up here getting dry. Don't do that. But yeah, am I wrong, y'all? Let me know if I'm wrong. Am I way off? They say Rocky and Bullwinkle. I'm telling you, dumb and damn dumber. Okay? And you let this man sit there and post his kids all up and down social media, but I thought it was a family, sis. When Robert took y'all in, he took y'all in as a whole. It wasn't a partial, not some over here and some over there. How you let a to-be nigga put you to be here, to be there, to be any fucking where? How you let a to-be nigga play you like that, sis? I thought you said you was the motion. How you end up always chasing the next nigga's clout? Now you talk like you from New York. Lies. We don't want you. We don't want you. You are not and will never be one of us, baby. And with that being said, only thing I'm trying to figure out is where Hampton come into play. Because when you was a Hampton, not none of the shit that we knew today, we knew about you then, baby. You was actually being a little bit or a lot of bit more successful. Successful. I just want to be successful. Yeah, that was you. You just wanted to be successful. So when you sitting there and you naming titles like, yeah, where the pretty gang go? The pretty gang got shut down. What happened? They put them in the feds. Where the pretty gang go? What happened to stealing shit and being bougie on a budget? You just on a budget because you damn sure ain't bougie. Okay? What happened to thing for the single mothers? You must have been talking about you because you the only person that you be helping that stay single. I'm confused. I'm confused. The book that you wrote on the cover says Miss LaTruth. That's not you. That's not you. Back in the days, Robert was her chat GPT. Okay, he was the person that was writing out everything that she speak. So of course she sound like she was positive, baby. But once he stopped writing, now she using chat GPT, and it just got her looking stupider and stupider, baby. Because see, even with chat GPT, I don't know if people know, you still have to use your actual brain, baby. All right. Even though the AI is there supposedly to help, it's not supposed to be what actually tells you what you think, stupid. People stupid. You could go to Chat GPT for an idea, but don't try to, you even trying to make Chat GPT ideas your own. And that's where you go wrong. Okay? Let Tay know if she wrong, baby. Hey, Gloria. Good morning. Hey, Darlene. Hey, Darlene. I mean, other than that half a dozen kids, sis, a tree humping daddy, a furniture stealing mommy, and now a unhinged moose, what do you actually have to call your own? I'll wait. Okay. We're gonna call this Brigade out this bitch. The survival of Brigade. Hey, Queen Lily. And they be talking about, oh, that's what I heard when I was in Lupac live yesterday. Sure did. They said that people don't be having no motherfucking content. So what is this? What is this? Hmm? Hmm? I'm looking for all the bitches' records under battles. And no wonder she could not be found. Because all the battles that she had under battles, she was sneaking to a Hampton now. You sneaky-eyed bitch. You out here still using goddamn Hampton. And that person, Briana Hampton, no longer exists. You out here doing fraud, sis. That's fraud. I don't know if nobody told you yet. I don't know if nobody told you yet. Okay. All right. That's why you stay at your permanent address, court. All right. I know them goddamn judges is tired of seeing your ass in Atlanta. They got tired of seeing your ass in North Carolina. Listen, everywhere you go, there is a paper trail, ho. Like how? 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 Either she on papers or tried to put somebody on papers. Either way, that's too much paper for me. And it ain't money. Something is definitely wrong. And my thing is, right? Let me ask you a question, right? Because Tay want to know, right? If you was getting 420,000 a year, girl, how you owe Capital One and all of these people, I mean, all these people, you know, money, Wells Fargo, you know, the PP when you was in Detroit not selling no plate. You know, like, girl, why was you doing all of these different things if you said that you had money? We're not talking about stolen money or money that you ran off on the plug with. We talking about the money that you said that you had that was actually hitting on something. And if you actually had the money that you saying that you had that was hitting on something, when it comes down to your bills, you wasn't paying nothing. And then you went and took loans out from the bank to try to spin the block and still ran off on the plug again? Girl. So you was just spending your money on dick. You was just out here spending your money on dick. That's what you telling Tay. Because ain't no way you owe everybody. Everybody. You owe everybody, girl. You owe everybody. Mm-hmm. Little body, big body, middle body, side body. You owe everybody. And if you said that your finances was hitting on what they was hitting on, we ain't talking about right now. Right now. Right now. We talking about up until the point of now. You ain't paid for shit. You wasn't paying for shit. That's because Robert was the responsible party, right, sis? Him paying them bills for 4 years fucked you up, right? You ain't never had that done for you before. So when you got out of the relationship, you ain't realized that wasn't gonna be done no more. You forgot that you now is gonna have to pay your shit yourself. I mean, I'm just trying to figure this out. Because if you had money, how you was running off on all the plugs? Why you had to be out here stealing stuff instead of building stuff? It don't make sense. You out here stealing somebody's book and you could have built the book. But the only reason why you couldn't is because the book you had says Miss LaTruth. So basically, those thoughts didn't come from you. That's what it is. I mean, you could tell Tay. Because we could see all your bills ain't been paid. So you ain't hitting on shit, sis. I mean, y'all tell Tay if she wrong. It's in her blood, Gemini rising. You damn sure right. You damn sure. She was born to a tree humper, Walter. She was born to a Walter. She came from a Walter, okay? And then she was born through a Brenda, a furniture stiller. So you know it was nothing growing in that belly but corruption. Nothing but corruption. Tree humping and furniture stealing gets together and makes a baby. And what do you have created? Exhibit A and Exhibit fucking B. Exhibit A and Exhibit B. The 4K is not what she made. That's half of the money RH made her save. Listen, she came out here bragging out her own mouth, talking about she made 420,000 in 1 year, right? So I'm trying to figure out why was none of her goddamn bills paid. Love you, Latte. Talk to you later. I have a lot to do this morning. Have a great, fantastic Tuesday. That's right, baby. I love you. And I definitely appreciate you. And you know, big hugs near or far. You got Tay heart, baby girl. No, I'm confused though. Hey, Brenda. Grand Rising, honey. Because I know that we heard Robert Shaw say that it would be no reason for her to be using his last name, right? So with that being said, why is her name down on any contracts as Hampton? We should not be hearing that nowhere. Her name is Briana Battle, right? Especially when you heard the man say exactly what he said. I want to keep their name.
Because I do. I don't feel like going through all that changing shit. No, I don't have to. Tina Turner didn't have to either. So
it don't. I mean, you don't make money off your last name, no way.
All right. So why you worried about that? We ain't got to talk about that. That's not even important.
I mean, that's for the next guy. I don't know. I don't think they would want you to have that name. But
okay, well, when that next guy come along, he gonna pay for it to get fixed. Because I ain't doing nothing right now.
That don't cost nothing.
Okay, Robert, well, I'm not doing it.
Okay, well, I'll pay for that then.
No, I'm not doing it right now.
No, I'll pay for that. What are you talking about?
I'm not doing it.
I just said you don't have to pay for it.
And I said I'm not.
Why you want to keep that?
Because I don't feel like going through all that right now.
Talking to her sounds like you're definitely dealing with the child. Talking to her sounds like you definitely dealing with a child. But no, the fuck she didn't say Tina Turner. No, she did not say Tina Turner. Am I the only person that heard that? Am I the only person that heard her say Tina Turner? I know you ain't. You don't compare yourself to Beyonce. You don't compare yourself. No, leave Tina the fuck out of it. Wait, right, True Slayer. Leave Tina Turner out of this. All right, anime ain't got shit to do with this. All right, at all. And you damn sure ain't no Tina or no. You listen. Or no anime. You ain't either one, baby. Was she trying to be funny because Ike was whipping Tina's ass? Was she trying to be funny? Nah, I know she wasn't trying to be funny. We gonna bring that shit back again. She better leave Tina Turner out this shit, all right? This for the bed bugs in the back that act like they don't understand the fact. It ain't the factors of us, it's the factors of her. Why the fuck is she still running around sounding her name on shit as a Hampton?
Go through all that change your shit. I don't have to. Can't turn it in, have to. So
I mean, you don't make money off your last name, no way.
Right, so why you worry about that? We ain't even got to talk about that.
Bring it back again.
I mean, operating under my name no more. I'm sure you're going back to your last name, right?
No.
Why you want to keep that name?
Because I do. I don't feel like going through all that change your shit.
I thought this man abused you. I thought that was the worst 6 years of your life. Do this sound like a person that just went through the worst 6 years of their life?
I don't have to. Can't turn it in, have to. So
I mean, you don't make money off your last name, no way.
Right, so why you worry about that? We ain't got to talk about that.
I bet goddamn.
I mean, that's for the next guy. I don't know. I don't think they want you to have that name. But
okay, well, when they...
Moose 3000. Do you appreciate her still running around like she a Hampton? Come to the front of the class, Moose. This question is for you, because you heard what Robert said. That would be in case you didn't hear. Let me let the words come out his mouth, Moose.
I mean, you don't make money off your last name, no way.
Right, so why you worry about that? We ain't even got to talk about that. That's not even important.
I mean, that's for the next guy. I don't know. I don't think they would want you to have that name. But
okay, well, when they next guy coming on?
Moose, you the next guy. You came along. Please explain to Tay why you have not yet changed this woman's name. Why? Why? Because this is a receipt. This is her voice and her ex-husband's voice. See, we come with receipts. It's not us speaking. It's her. It was them. It wasn't us. This is what they said. This is what they said. Not what Tay said. This is what they said. And within this conversation, they was saying, Robert, number one, was saying that Briana was no longer going to be a Hampton, and that was going to have to be removed, and it wasn't going to be cool for the next dude. So now that she is with the Moose, that is the next dude. So the only thing he did was give her the Geritol twins. I mean, help me figure it out.
He gonna pay for it to get fixed, because I ain't doing nothing.
That don't cost nothing.
She said he gonna pay.
I mean, that's for the next guy. I don't know. I don't think they would want you to have that name. But
okay, well, when that next guy coming on, he gonna pay for it to get fixed, because I ain't doing nothing.
That don't.
He ain't paying for shit. You owe all this shit and he missing. Every time you owe some shit and some shit, it is some shit. He go missing, sis. And then he come back around from the 21st to the 25th to get his percentage. And then he's gone again. He ain't helped with shit. He ain't paid for shit. And if he did, it ain't really hit on shit. People done seen you come out here and you done spent thousands. You done spent thousands. And the only thing he let you do is come over, boo. Let's play this back. Because you say the next guy was going to pay for that. He ain't paid for shit yet. He ain't paid for shit. Oh, my goodness.
I don't feel like going through all that change your shit. I don't have to. Can't turn it in, have to. So
I mean, you don't make money off your last name, no way.
Right, so why you worry about that? We ain't even got to talk about that.
Ate her all the way the fuck up. You don't make money off your last name anyway. And the fact that she agreed is what it is for me.
I mean, that's for the next guy. I don't know. I don't think they would want you to have that name. But
okay, well, when that next guy coming on, he gonna pay for it to get fixed, because I ain't doing nothing.
That don't cost nothing.
Okay, Robert, well, I'm not doing.
Well, good thing it ain't cost nothing, because Jonelle ain't paying for nothing. Obviously. Right. Miss CC1, she said, check his credit on everything. Stop playing. Stop playing with the people. All right, because I know I was not hearing with my eyes and seeing with my ears on this one. Renithia said because she trying to mess his credit up and they basically sound like high schoolers. That part, True Slayer. Leave Tina and Whitney alone. I don't like them jokes. Right. 20 mil be like, Robert, you should just come down her frog legs and run. 20 mil and John Nell ain't stupid. No offense. He actually thought she was somebody that she wasn't. He thought they had a connection, like, oh man, you know what it is? Your mama died, my mama died. We both looking for family. You understand? And some people do feel, even though you have family, sometimes creating your own family is the best family. You understand? So he probably thought that he was creating something that he did not have. And wow, was he bamboozled and hoodwinked? Cause he damn sure wasn't what he thought she was. I bet you he never could imagine. The moose doesn't care, and he definitely is not going to marry her. If she ain't figured that part out yet, then she's an asshole. But we know that she is because we know for sure he's definitely immature, just like her. And he's still living his life while with her. Okay. Because at the end of the day, you don't see no type of building. Since she's been with this man, it was not a uphill. It's been nothing but downhill. And we all can see it. And I'm pretty sure she see it herself. It ain't even got nothing to do with what we say. She's actually living the life, baby. So it's all right when you get 1 or 2 good days out of a situation. Is that good enough for you, though? Huh? You went from getting the best to have to settle for less. How does that make you feel? And mentally, that should have make you a mess, because then now that make you the person that has to be responsible for everything. When in one case, somebody else was responsible for you. So now for you to have to take on that load on top of a whole nother person that should be the protector, the provider, being that he chooses to go inside her. But that's not the case. Being with the moose is a waste. He was only put into place out of jealousy. And that's why the karma she reaped is what she's going to reap. You did what you did because you thought it was going to make another person make another person feel away. But how fucking up your life going to affect the next person? You got to sit in that, baby. Robert does not have a half a dozen kids, sis. He still got two. Do you see that? Now, instead of him having the extra like you do, he has what belongs to him, and that's it. And now the next situation that you chose to place yourself in, it's crazy because it seemed like you and your babies have to be broken up into portions because them don't belong to him. So ain't no they. Him don't belong to them, don't belong to him. So ain't no day. Vivi said LaTruth better check his credit. He better check his credit. You can't trust her. You can't trust her. Okay? Because I don't know how long it takes for it to hit the system when people get divorced to show that is no longer, a situation. And that's probably how a person been navigating. But if you no longer attached to, then you should no longer be using, boo. And I think that LaTruth should definitely go through the records and see all of the times that she used his names after the factors of them no longer being a situation. And that's on period. Because we are not a married couple no more. Okay? I truly believe Robert happy right now and ain't missing nothing. Let's talk about that. Hey, LaRonda. If happy was a thing, let's talk about that. Let's give that man his flowers, okay? Because he ain't lose shit other than her, okay? And that was a great thing because, like I said, she was a disease. And I believe she wanted them white liver heifers, all right? AKA a Jezebel, to say the least. But let's talk about the factors of when you actually happy. I don't give a fuck what I've been through. As long as you see me on the other side, that means I survived. I'm not still gonna sit around and drag my feet. And that man seems like he's living in purity. I don't give a damn. He still has a plan. His plan wasn't given to him. His plan was gotten from him. So he's still able to move forward. He went to Colombia. Did y'all see Robert in Colombia? Did y'all see Robert? Briana, did you see Robert in Colombia? I know you did. I know you did. I know you seen him in Colombia, girl. Yes, he went to go see his brother. And while he was there, he not only went to go see his brother, but he also did what his name stands for: business. Business. He also did business and stood on business at the same time. I'm going to pay my bro a visit, standing on business. Because family, I'm checking in. But while I'm there, I'm going to let that record spin. You understand? Haha. Let me see you dance, girl. Drop a low. I got rid of a hoe. Yeah, he got rid of that hoe. Right. And now he able to travel the world and actually be able to be who he is. He still got his Tesla. Shit still looking shiny while your shit went back to the repo. Right. He still got his truck. And the only thing that he moved into was a smaller place. Because why the fuck he need all of that house if it's only him? When his kids come over to visit, it's space for them. So for me, I am happy for Robert, baby. You know it's crazy when you leave a bitch and you go get some hair. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I like the hair. She saw him probably was kicking the walls, not with them fucking feet. That's probably how that place got holes in the motherfucking walls. Them damn foots. Or her and the moose probably was in there going through what it is that they do. Let's talk about it. I hope y'all hitting that like button with them likes looking like. And I definitely want to appreciate the two people that put a tip in Tay-Tay's tip jar thus far. But we needed to know why, when it comes to anything that has to do with something or being able to get something, receive something, or something, that's where you go in as a Hampton. But you are no longer a Hampton, you are a battle. Let me see you dance, girl. Drop it low. I drop me a hoe, yeah. What if you could dance, girl? I got hair, girl. What? Robert Wade got him some goddamn hair. Stop playing. She was kicking the air. She probably kicked fucking Jarnell. What happened, girl? Oh, nothing, my bad. I had a little itch. Yeah, bitch. You had a big itch. I'm just saying. Let me see you dance, girl. You's a hoe, not a Hampton no more. Yeah. He said, back to the streets you go. You ain't a Hampton no more. He said, back to the streets you go. You ain't a Hampton no more. So stop using it. And definitely stop using it to steal from people. Robert, she using your last name to steal from people. Yep. She running off on the plugs as a Hampton. She acting just like Brenda. She acting just like Brenda. Mr. Bond's mother was Brenda's friend, and she started using Bonds as an alias. You can't do that. See, you can't trust none of them. You let Walter around, you never know what Walter is still right now. Ash, tree, cement, it don't even matter. Okay, his category goes unlimited. If he could hump it, he gonna hump it. And that's just on period. All 5 of me. Extreme sexual appetite is killing them, often by draining the vitality from their sexual partner. Yes, yes, they nymphos. She is a nympho, and she gonna fuck herself right into a hole somewhere. Soon as she went back into the street, she got more kids. Brenda had a baby. Truth Slayer sure did. I can see Brenda running down the goddamn block with that couch right now. Lord forgive me. Running right past Walter, humping that goddamn tree. Let it go. Let it go. You're not a Hampton anymore. I don't care what them papers say. It's fraud. It's fraud. You never did care anyway. Right. IVF thinking she'll give that man twin boys. Like, right. She really thought that she did the one up, and I don't never understand how a female thinks she gonna make a man jealous by her having another kid. Bitch, that's your half a dozen, not his. He ain't responsible for it at all. And then you thought you did your big one. Why? Because Robert got 2 girls. So you thought giving Jarnell a boy was going to be something? No, no. You just made yourself look like a damn fool. A damn fool. You're going to need that Best Buy shirt soon, fucking with them half a dozen kids. Shit, you're going to have to feed it. And if that's why you running off on the plugs. Where that 400,000? That dick that you tricked on, you're going to have to pawn it or something. I don't know. Maybe you could pawn the dick on Instagram or something. You could send him back. Maybe you'll be, I don't know if that's going to get you your money back, though. But the first thing you should do is leave him, boo. Oh, my bad. He already left you while in a relationship. But I'm just saying, this is diabolical to me. How a person said that they was living their life in misery, but still want to live up underneath the umbrella of that name. Because they know that that's their claim to fame. Because they actual name ain't hitting on nothing. Nothing, 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 nothing. Say it again, friend. Nothing, 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 nothing. The twins ain't holding him. The money is. Let's talk about it, friend. He's only around for promotional purposes. Red Lock Culture Talk. I always said a woman who keeps an ex-husband last name is a woman who about to commit fraud with his name just to protect hers, using his name as a second identification. Yes, that's exactly what she doing. And that's why Tay brung it to the forefront, because I could have swore this man said, if you're not going to be operating under my name no more, right? Because at the end of the day, you don't do no business with your name. In other words, her name don't make her no money, right? So that's why she continued to use his. I remember she said she wanted the twins to have her eyes because the forgotten 4 don't. Eye color should be the least thing. Oh no, we ain't want them twins to get her eyes. We ain't want them shits to be stuck side to side. Leave them babies' eyes alone. It could have, you wanting color, and you could have got a whole different hula hoop going on. Mm-mm. You worried about eye color. Eye color. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Hey, Tay, sorry off topic, but I'm a 3 today. I just got accepted into culinary program that starts in a couple of weeks, and I will be starting full. Wait, let me see, because StreamYard is stupid. Oh, I'm so happy for you, Queen Love Mel. You a 3? We celebrating, baby. That's not off topic. That's a good thing. Okay. I always am happy to basically announce somebody. That is a blessing. I'm happy that you will be getting full employment come December. Everybody throw up the praying hands for Queen Love Mel. That's what I'm talking about. So by time we leave off of this live, that 3 should be a 1, because that is definitely a blessing, hun, and everything else should be an extra. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Now, that just made my day. I'm happy for you. I'm so happy for you. That's right. That's what I like to see. People being blessed, baby. That is a beautiful thing. Because life still be life, and you don't know what other people be going through. So me personally, if you having something good, that's positive. I definitely want to announce that. Like, yes, Queen Love Mel got her job, y'all. She about to be full-time in December. Don't play with her. Don't play with her. She is not one of them and not one of they. There we go. That's right. But at the end of the day, right? Let's talk about the factors of the things that we've seen through the factors of the display for the last 3 years, right? We seen a breakup, right? Right. We seen somebody try to expose somebody with lies, but then they got exposed for their truth of who they actually was, right? Then we seen the fake ass apology, right? The it's mental, not physical. After you said this man had a GUN, he broke your finger and he toted you, right? This is the things that we've seen or that we saw, right? After that, we seen the divorce, right? Once the divorce took its course or has taken its course, we seen the factors of the attempting of the co-parenting. That was a disaster at first because a person felt like they could just keep a person's kid away from them when they felt like it. And that's not the way things go, friend. Right? 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 Mm-hmm. And then we got to see the factors of the fuckery and the fake at an old time high. And now, today, when they say don't attach certain situations, it seems that another person hasn't detached themselves from a certain portion at all. Because if you still using this man name, that does not mean that you haven't detached as of yet, baby. Posting all that old ass content. Yes, definitely. You see what my moderator say? Definitely support your girl Tay. And I want to definitely say thank you. I appreciate y'all that has sent me something or buy me a coffee because I hadn't even been over there like that. I ain't gonna even lie. When I went over there, y'all had done showed me some love on the buy me a coffee. So I definitely appreciate y'all. Okay. Definitely, definitely. And for anybody that sent Tay a Cash App, you know, I can't definitely see it or I can't see it while I'm on because I'm through my phone. So a lot of times once I get off, I send the little horse head, the little unicorn. You know how that go for sure. But definitely you can send your girl a super chat, a super thanks. Tip for Tay. For anybody that bought a mug, oh my God, I love y'all. Okay, I just want to say I love y'all, and I'm definitely going to be getting those other deliveries out this week. And when and do those that I sent out already receive they mug, please send Tay a picture, baby. Send Tay a picture so I could post it on my website. I would love that. Definitely and definitely. So for those that have not received theirs as of yet, I'm definitely going to be sending the orders out that I got this, in the over the weekend out this week. Okay. And those that had prior orders should be receiving their mugs this week. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Nah, that made me happy because y'all damn sure did not play about y'all girl Tay. Y'all was getting y'all tea with Tay mugs, baby. If you want a mug, just let me know. They $34.99. If you can put the $5 on there, make it a straight 40 for the shipping and handling. Cause they don't be playing. Okay. They don't be playing. But yes, definitely hit your girl. You could email me at latte76@gmail.com and let me know. Either way, you know. I appreciate it all. Yeah, that pew pew situation was diabolical, dog. For real, for real. For real, for real. For real, diabolical to say the goddamn least. And the bad part about it is, if you put yourself in Robert's shoes within that moment, could you imagine the different feelings that was going through his body? Other than, first and foremost, like, bitch, I can see you. Do you realize I can see you? Not only can I see you, I am recording you. Like, you do realize there's eyes on you, right? So when you hopping out off of bed, talking about there's a GUN, you know there's a camera on you, friend, that's showing that that's non-existent at the moment. You do realize that. Okay, well, you're gonna go with it anyway. All right, go on. That's what you're gonna do. But I don't know if people listen to the most important part that man gave her advice about, and that's not funny, or is the truth. Well, it's not funny, but it's the truth. Okay. He been telling her to go get help for the longest. And he wasn't telling her to go and get help as a diss or to down her. He was telling her to actually go seek help and go talk to somebody, because he verified the fact is that she actually needs the help. People be going through trauma and certain things. You done had baby after baby. You probably done dealt with postpartum depression and all type of shit. At some point in time, you're going to have to sit one out, sis, and actually try to do some healing. So when that man was giving her advice, like, no, you really need to go see somebody, talk to somebody, because your ass is crazy. She took it as a shot rather than take it as advice, but yet you going to go and get this baby virtual therapy. When it comes down to the fact is of you faking, the fact is of her being scared of her daddy. So you'll go further to make people believe a lie than actually going further, helping yourself heal with your truth. Because at some point in time, I mean, I don't know if you realize, until you actually acknowledge all the shit that you did and that you've done, hun, you definitely going to continue to reap what it is that you sow. I'm just trying to say, don't use Hampton no more. All right? You fucked up that man's name enough just by him giving it to you. That was already a mistake. All right? But you running around making it seem like you got the credibility of a Hampton and you ain't shit but a battle. I don't think that that's right. That's premeditated, pathological lying. Okay, because you thinking about the factors of going in there and using that man's name before you actually using it, friend. That's premeditated. And then you pathologically lying or lying to these people, making them believe that that is who you is, and that is not who you are. You going off credit that you no longer have, sis. And that's all I'm saying. So when people ask, right, and people want to know, I'm going to play the receipt one more time before Tay go. All right? Just in case. So they know it ain't nothing that Tay said. All right? They said it. They said it themselves. And Robert told her ass that the next guy she get with should be willing to give her his last name. That's not his problem. He just don't want her using his.
I don't feel like going through all that changing shit. No, I don't have any permanent tattoos.
I mean, you don't make money off your last name, no way.
Right, so why you worry about that? We ain't got to talk about that. That's not even important.
I mean, that's for the next guy. I don't know. I don't think they would want you to have that name.
Okay, well, when that next guy come along, he gonna pay for it to get fixed. Because I ain't doing that.
That don't cost nothing.
Okay, Robert, well, I'm not doing it.
Okay, well, I'll pay for that.
No, I'm not doing it right now.
The next guy done came around. Why he ain't paid for it yet?
And I said I'm not.
Why you want to keep that?
Because I don't feel like going through all that.
Oh yeah, no contacting people.
Good morning, love me for real.
Yeah,
Robert. I mean, you don't make money off your last name, no way.
Right, so why you worry about that? We ain't got to talk about that. That's not even important.
I mean, that's for the next guy. I don't know. I don't think they would want you to have that name. But
okay, well, when that next guy comes along, he's going to pay for it to get fixed. Because I ain't doing nothing right now.
That don't cost nothing.
Okay, Robert, well, I'm not doing it.
Okay, well, I'll pay for that then.
No, I'm not doing it right now.
No, I'll pay for that. What are you talking about?
I'm not doing it.
I just said you don't have to pay for it.
And I said I'm not.
Why you want to keep that?
Because I don't feel like going through all that right now.
Oh yeah, no contacting people.
So now is how long later, and you still don't feel like it, honey? You still don't feel like it, huh? Because that was 2 years ago that man asked you to stop using his name. And if it's 2 years later and you still got rental properties and stuff under the name Hampton, then that means you totally went against what this man asked you not to do. I mean, she's so damn demanding. She's so damn childish. You can't have a regular conversation with her. She goes to 12. Okay? Chili, please. Ja damn sure ain't giving her his last name. All right? He is not giving her Moose. He's damn sure not. I would like the judge to order her to have her veneers and BBL removed immediately. Let's see if that brings her back to reality. Oh, shit. I'll sip my tea to that. I will sip my tea to that. Lord have mercy. Shit, she removed that shit. She gonna become a ghost. A ghost. She gonna disappear. She's going to disappear. Hey, Angie. In that picture, that's why she went to jail. God bless, no mess. He sure enough don't. Hey, Angie Williams. I'm sorry, baby. I did not see you in there. I see you now, though, girl. Sending you some kisses. Neil Fall, you know you got Tay heart. Sometimes I don't be seeing y'all down in there. You know the comments and stuff be all jackled up and stuff. They be moving fast, in other words. So sometimes I might see somebody comment. It could be right up underneath yours or within the factors of where you commented. And people will feel like, well, why the hell she seen that comment or a person seen that comment but didn't see my comment? But the thing is, when we're actually up here and we're reading the comments, sometimes we have to go back up. You understand, to actually make sure that we do see some of the comments that we missed, because they be going so damn fast. I be catching them as I can. So if there's anybody that I did miss, I apologize. You know, Tay love you the long way, not the short way. Hey, CM. I realize she's not even recognized by other influencers. She's not. She's definitely not. Definitely not. She's not recognized by herself. That's the bad part about it. How could you tell other people who you is when you don't know who you are? That's the first rule. Know who you is so people can't tell you who you are. Okay? But if you don't know who you are yourself, how could you ever express who you is? Every time you attempt to, it's going to be bad. It's going to be wrong, because you're not coming out as you're coming out as a fake person, a fraud. You're putting up an act. You're trying to, how can I say, bring forth the person that you feel people want to see, and that's not the case. No one wants, not even Janelle. He don't want. He ain't marrying her, Elizabeth. Sure ain't. Hey, Sister Trinity. Yes, damn sure he don't want her, but we know damn sure the Hamptons don't want her either. And she is no longer Hampton. Hey, Joshua. She is no longer a Hampton. Okay. And Robert said what he said. And I'm trying to figure out how is it 2 years later and she's still using that man name.
No, I don't. I mean, that's for the next guy. I don't know.
Let's go.
Their name.
Because I do. I don't feel like going through all that changing shit.
I'm sure you're going back to your last name, right?
No.
Why you want to keep that name?
Because I do. I don't feel like going through all that changing shit.
No,
I don't have to. Tina Turner didn't have to either. So
it don't. I mean, you don't make money off your last name, no way.
Right. So why you worry about that? We ain't even got to talk about that. That's not even important.
I mean, that's for the next guy. I don't know. I don't think they would want you to have that name. But
okay, well, when that next guy comes along, you gonna pay for it to get fixed. Because I ain't doing nothing right now.
That don't cost nothing.
Okay, Robert, well,
the next guy done came along, Robert done moved on, and yet and still, you still using this man's last name. Okay? That's the whole point, because even in this last case, when it came down to the receipts, you were listed as Hampton, baby. And this is damn sure after the fact of you no longer being attached. So how not only does the person that you with feel that you have to still use your ex-husband's last name to even get into certain places and through certain doors? And me personally, how is Robert supposed to feel off of the fact is that you just running around owing people off of a name that's no longer yours? It's not your name anymore. So when you run around running off on plugs and stuff, you owe Capital One, you owe Wells Fargo. Okay, at the end of the day, you owe this landlord whatever amount of money, 14,000, however amount of thousand, but you don't owe none of these people under the last name Bateau. You owe them under the last name Hampton. So I'm trying to figure out where you didn't catch this message, or the bed bugs that say that personally a person is living their best life, baby. How? When the only way that you can have a life to coexist in is if you use the last name of your ex-husband.
I'm not doing it.
Okay, well, I'll pay for that.
How?
No.
Why you want to keep that name?
Because I do. I don't feel like going through all that changing shit.
No,
I don't have to. Tina Turner didn't have to either. So
it don't. I mean, you don't make.
Still mad she said Tina Turner. I'm still mad about that.
Money off your last name, no way.
Right, so why you worry about that? We ain't even got to talk about that. That's not even important.
I mean, that's for the next guy. I don't know. I don't think they would want you to have that name. But
okay, well, when that next guy come along, he gonna pay for it to get fixed. Because I ain't doing nothing right now.
That don't cost nothing.
And that moose done came around and he ain't paid for shit. I guess he missed that mark where he was supposed to be protector and provider. Yeah, he ain't protect shit and he ain't providing shit. Only thing you got is the Geritol twins, sis. So if it ain't about making mess, it damn sure ain't about making no money. Cause over there, when it comes to him, money be funny. Now we ain't saying he not making no money. He just damn sure don't be spending his money on you. That's it. Hell, he doesn't want her. His mother will never ever accept her. I could imagine having grandkids I never see and interact with. Now, me personally, I'm not gonna honestly say that because see, there is a thing that's called behind the scenes, and you know, she might don't just want to be on camera with Bree or when she's spending time with the babies. Because you see, every time Bree pay for a vacation, she is definitely there. She's there. So me personally, I just don't think she's with the social media shit. But she be around, she coexists. But it's just sad that it's a family inside of a family when there's still other kids. Where do they fit? because the forgot, we can't even say the forgotten four, because Moski ain't forgotten and shit. She got her daddy. All right, she ain't forgotten at all. But for the ones that is involved in a situation, okay, where do these kids fit? Because when you with them, you ain't with they. And when you with they, you ain't with them. So the half a dozen situation is going to have to be a little more organized, okay? If niggas could come together for anything else, a trip, an all-out exclusive, then they should do a little bit more organizing of making sure that those kids are made to at least look like they fit, because that's the way y'all make it coexist on the outside, like they don't. Like they outsiders. I thought she said Jonelle makes her grow. What? She can't say nothing like that. Into the court, that man should make her put a down payment on a home since he got one. He got one. That's all the hell he care about. If she don't choose to have a home, that's on her. It shouldn't even take another grown person to have to tell another grown person that they going to need a home. But what she thought was that if she did run into a situation, she would be moving into his home. And that has yet to happen. He on some girl, you better get you a place to stay. I got me one. You better get yours. I got mine. You best to get yours. She probably thought it was going to be like a Robert situation where she was going to be able to take all of those kids and she was going to be able to move her ass up into his. But he stopped that at the answers. First of all, my house ain't even big enough for all these goddamn people. All right? My house wasn't made for this. It was made for me. And you could come and spend a night sometimes, but then that's it. You still gonna have to have your name on a lease somewhere else. We don't share shit. I ain't putting you on shit. At the end of the day, that says a lot. A man will put babies in you before he put you on a lease, and you still ain't gonna get married. Already saw her so much, and she got with loser ass the moose, and he made her. Yes. Because she thought what she was doing her big one. She thought she was gonna make RH jealous, and what she didn't realize, she was helping him even get further the fuck away. Because while you doing that, listen, now you that problem, you that nigga problem now, not mine. The only thing we will fight about is my child. That is all, and that is it. And my 8.9 million follower page, because bitch, you played. You played. You thought that you played with my money and you was funny. That's what you thought. You thought you played with my money and you thought you was funny. On some sick bitch shit, on some, if I can't have you, can't nobody have you. And if I can't have you with something, then I'm going to make it my business to leave you with nothing. That was her whole point. Her whole purpose. That's what she thought. But the shit that she ran on Robert, Jonelle was watching from the bushes. Okay, he said, bitch, you won't get me to marry you in 3 months. I bet you won't. You won't move into my house. I bet you won't. Anything that she did with her ex-husband ain't what she got when she got with Jonelle. At all. My brother wife did agree. He has court next week. She's saying he only beat her 1 day last month. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Wait, Herschel Moore said she dots her T's and crosses her I's. Yes, y'all want to hear it again? All right. Hold on, let's play it again. I'm gonna bring it back.
I'm sure you're going back to your last name, right?
No.
Why you want to keep that name?
Because I do. I don't feel like going through all that changing shit.
No,
I don't have to. The time it didn't have to. So
it don't. I mean, you don't make money off your last name, no way.
Right. So why you worry about that? We ain't even got to talk about that. That's not even important.
I mean, that's for the next guy. I don't know. I don't think they would want you to have that name. But
okay, well, when that next guy comes along, he gonna pay for it to get fixed. Because I ain't doing nothing right now.
That don't cost nothing.
Okay, Robert, well, I'm not doing it.
Okay, well, I'll pay for that then.
No, I'm not doing it right now.
No, I'll pay for that. What are you talking about?
I'm not doing it.
I just said you don't have to pay for it.
And I said I'm not.
Why you want to kick that?
Because I don't feel like going through all that right now.
Oh yeah, no contacting.
Okay, so now y'all heard that, right? Now, mind you, he told that would be the next guy, but how you go from this right here? Right? You go from this.
She's gonna CC everything.
Hold on, from here.
Because he bored. It's Friday. He ain't got shit to do. He bored. I'm gonna care about it. The choking, there's so many things happening, especially the emotional side of abuse, that is just that point. That was enough.
Then yes, we go to court. That's what happens. If we breach the agreement, no, she's gonna see.
So you went from talking about mental abuse to choking. You got to be the dumbest person I ever met. Make this make sense. You went from here, right?
Choking to there's so many things happening, especially the emotional side of abuse, that is just that point. That was enough.
Then yes, we go to court. That's what happens. If we breach the agreement, no, she's gonna CC everything. Her and your lawyer is gonna look over everything, and then that's how it works. I'm just gonna type it up. I'm pretty sure she's gonna retype the shit. I'm just gonna put everything in there how we need it. I mean, obviously, you're not gonna be operating under my name no more. Yeah, I'm sure you're going back to your last name, right?
No.
Why you want to keep that name?
Because I do. I don't feel like going through all that changing shit.
No,
I don't have to. Tina Turner didn't have to either. So
it don't. I mean, you don't make money off your last name, no way.
Right. So why you worried about that? We ain't even got to talk about that. That's not even important.
I mean, that's for the next.
Did I miss something, y'all? Hey, Snooky. Did I miss something, y'all? Did Tay miss something? Because I'm pretty sure we all heard it. You know Bree is the real abuser, and those people drag that man because she's a woman. Absolutely right. Absolutely right, sis. You said it and hit it on the head. Okay? They seen them duck ass tears coming from her as a female. And the first thing they did was go against the male. And I have to be honest, because at one point I was also guilty. Like, wait a minute, I watched him. I know he ain't done hit that girl. But then when I actually looked into it, I'm like, wait a minute. I ain't never seen nobody antagonize somebody that they say is whooping they ass. What type of abuser you got? Because that damn sure ain't none of the abusing I've ever seen. Because most people damn sure ain't gonna antagonize because they are already scared of the other person. So to do anything that would initiate them getting their ass beat, I think that would be the least thing that they would be doing. So for this girl to be all over the internet acting a damn fool and saying all type of crazy shit when it came down to this man, on top of the factors of having other people attack him, it's just crazy to say the least. That at the end of the day, she was the person that was doing the abusing. What? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. He is her ex for a reason. And that name goes back to that man that gave it to her. Period. For the bugs in the back. Why the last contract your girl signed, it had Hampton on the dotted line? Help me figure it out.
Ain't no more. I'm sure you're going back to your last name, right?
No.
Why you want to keep that name?
Because I do. I don't feel like going through all that changing shit. No, I don't have to. Tina Turner didn't have to either. So
I mean, you don't make money off your last name, no way.
Right. So why you worry about that? We ain't even got to talk about that.
Ate her up.
I mean, that's for the next guy. I don't know. I don't think they would want you to have that name. But
okay, well, when that next guy come along, he gonna pay for it to get fixed. Because I ain't doing nothing right now.
But you said this man did this.
That is just that point, that was enough.
Like, so
many things happening, especially the emotional side of abuse, that is just that point, that was enough.
So why would you want to still be attached to his name? That don't make no sense, friend. When you go from here saying this.
So many things happening, especially the emotional side of abuse, that is just that point, that was enough.
And then you go here.
They want you to have that name.
Okay, well, when that next guy come along, he gonna pay for it to get fixed. Because I ain't doing nothing right now.
That don't cost nothing.
Okay, Robert, well, I'm not doing it.
Okay, well, I'll pay for that then.
No, I'm not doing it right now.
No, I'll pay for that. What are you talking about?
I'm not doing it.
I just said you don't have to pay for it.
And I said I'm not.
Why you want to keep that?
Because I don't feel like going through all that right now.
Oh yeah, no contacting people that we.
So I have to be the one that's confused. Cause it sure don't make no sense to me. I waited 5 years. Y'all forgive me. I'm working. I'm dead. Tay was still married at the time. No, not when she just got these places, not when she owed this landlord, this new landlord, this rent. She's on that file as Hampton. That man is taking her to court under Briana Hampton, not under Briana Battle. So if she's in the factors of on her own, Robert is no longer in that situation with her. She wasn't still married when she lived in this household. This girl done moved at least 4, 5, 6 times since the divorce or the separation done happened. Remember, at one point in time, she was living in what, like a 7-bedroom house? And that damn sure is not the house that she just moved out of. That townhouse that she just moved out of, she was under that as, yeah, she is there when she got the townhouse. Not this new one. She's still a battle. So when she going under records and she going under the factors of owing people stuff, you should have went under the factors of fixing things in your own name. When she got that paper and she moved into that place, she should have signed that paperwork as battle because she knew that the marriage and other things was taking place and she was no longer going to be a Hampton. She knew it. She knew it. Even if she signed the goddamn lease in February, she knew when she moved in there she was going to be a battle because she was definitely separating from her husband. So to even enter into the lease as a Hampton, and that's not what you was no longer going to be, that's still a lie. You could have signed them papers as battle because if the shit was finalized in April, that means you had already went through the process. So at some point it was going to be finalized. So within the process of it being finalized, why wouldn't you become comfortable with using your own name again other than Hampton? And that's because the credit line under Hampton is better than the credit line under Battle. She thinks she fucking slick. That's the only thing that I'm saying. Even her going in signing that lease, she was now going into that lease as a divorced woman. She was not going into that place as a married woman. So to sign your married name on that lease, that's still falsified, because while you're living there as a divorcee, not as a married party. You didn't just get divorced while you was living there. You moving around, in the fact is of the case that you're not attached anymore. Period. Period. She knew she was no longer married to Robert Hampton when she went looking for that place. Regardless to whether it was finalized in the court, it was already something that had took its course. So when she went looking for that place, why didn't she find and look for the place as Briana Battle, not Briana Hampton? She used his information, period, because her information don't be hitting on shit. That's still not legit. You knew that you and this man was now separated, even if the ink hadn't dried on the paperwork as of yet. You knew that it was within the process. So if you got this apartment in the process of the ink drying to say that it was finalized, why did you go in there and still lie? That is a lie. You still not a Hampton. You are a Battle. The paperwork is in process for the Hampton to be removed. And if you know that the Hampton is in the process of being removed, for you to still use it, that is fraud on your behalf. Tay-Tay, stand on that. I stand on that. I stand on that. She's a liar. A liar. A liar. That's like if me and my husband getting a fucking divorce. The paperwork is already in. We already done went through the factors of this, that, and the third. We just waiting for the shit to finalize. I already know I'm no longer his wife. So for me to go into any situations still signing as a wife, still putting on as a wife, or using the name of his wife is not right. I can't do that. I know here you cannot, until you have the divorce decree in hand, to provide Social Security for the card, for the new card, and then for your driver's license. Right. Now, if a person was in the process of processing to get their paperwork back processed to what it was, other than what it is at the time, that's something different. But going into business moving forward, knowing that you are no longer that person that's under that name, that's not something that should ever happen. That's not something that should ever happen. And then the fact is of you being underneath that name and not paying none of your bills, you just owing people shit. You just owing people shit. It's not even like you using the name and you doing things that's legit. No, you doing things under the name that people are taking you to court for, that you have to pay back for. Why do that if you know at some point in time you're going back to being a goddamn Battle? Supposed to be. Definitely supposed to be. Oh, this orange tea is so good. I forgot how good it actually was. I had bought it once before, but I'm drinking it right now. When I tell y'all this orange tea is good, it's good. Because she wants them to go after him because of the name. I don't know, but pay your bills, girl. Pay your bills. Pay the bills underneath the name that no longer belongs to you. Why still be a problem, or why still try to give or obtain problems under another person's name if that is not who you is? Okay? And sister moved an equivalent of a couple of times since this situation didn't even hit the line. So I'm confused. Hey, Aaron. So I'm definitely confused. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot more things that she put her name on as Hampton. And once I fin like it's crazy because if you look for her under one thing, it's going to bring up some things. But if you look her up under Hampton, that's when you actually find some shit. But it's on some, it shouldn't be the type of shit that you find under Hampton because it's all how can I say not legit shit is where you owe people. You using Robert last name to get you in places and for you to run off on plugs. I'm from Wakefield, Bronx, New York. Currently, I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. Old timers. New York in the house. Stop playing. And even still, you ain't even say as a person, right? Well, fuck that. I fucked that money up when this. Let me fix this to make this. No, no. A person definitely know what it was they was doing, moving goddamn forward, because she ain't never want to get rid of the name in the first place. So she confidently went in them people offices and signed Hampton on them dotted lines. It didn't matter whether anything was going to be agreed, decreed, or magreed. She was going to do what Bree wanted to do anyway, baby. And if that was put Hampton on the last name so that way she can get something that she want, it was something, it's gonna be done. It's definitely going to be done. It really doesn't matter her social going to show Hampton in battle unless she uses a CPM. Okay. She didn't know nothing. Right, she didn't. Everything that she gained was under the last name Hampton, and that's why she used it as an asset to be able to do certain things. And she doesn't use battle for the factors of anything other than battle or shit. Everything is a battle. Everything is a battle at this point. Everything is a battle at this point. Moving forward, absolutely. Why would you want to ruin a name that basically is or was at some point in time the reason that the ones that support you, how can I say, knew of you? The things that you say that you was putting out even was coming through somebody else. That's how a lot of people met you or was introduced to you. Before this situation, what else did you have going on for you? I'm talking about outside of being a Hampton, being married to Robert, and being on social media. That's what I'm talking about. People knew you from being in this situation and who it was that you was with and who you are with. So other than that Hampton name, what is a person known for? Because far as their last name, the only thing that they are known for is battling. And soon as she was no longer within the marriage of Robert Hampton, people got to see exactly what the battle of Bree is like, baby. Oh shit, it's 10:31, y'all. I appreciate everybody for coming. Make sure y'all hit that like button for your girl. I don't even know what the lights is looking like. I can't even see them, but I hope you did hit the like button while you was here. Definitely hit that share to let them know that you care. I care. You care. We care. Tay here. Period. I appreciate those that definitely put a tip in Tay Tay's tip jar. I do. Oh, that's dope. 211 likes. And right now it say it's 210 in the building, 209. So I did good. I love all of y'all near far. Y'all know y'all got Tay Tay heart. Okay, if nobody told y'all that they love you today, you know Tay Tay definitely do. And if we woke up this morning, let everything else be an extra to you. Okay? Okay. Everybody have a blessed day. Tay Tay love you the long way. La 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 lattes were a la 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 lattes were a